BGL Season 8, Week 3. Let's go. Alright. That's... You'd think that would be a good angle at a license plate. Can't immediately tell what it is. My first thought was East Coast. Is that like a hint of red? I think that license plate's too far away to be able to tell. I was thinking that might have had like a hint of red in like the top left corner, which would indicate like maybe Texas, but this doesn't feel like Texas to me. What does this license plate look like? At first glance, it kind of looked like Oregon, which this does not feel like Oregon. I think the red on the top and on the bottom, I think that's a license plate frame, so I think that's throwing me off a little bit. A little bit of a gap in the road lines. Well, I'm not feeling good about this one. I already burnt a minute. I mean, like I said, my first vibe was East Coast. Jeez. We can't even see if there are front plates or not. Because part of me wants to say, like, maybe not too far from Atlanta. Okay, do these look like Southern Pines? Not really. In fact, I would almost want to say more Midwest because it feels like there's not a ton of trees. Would the most logical place be like Tennessee then? That kind of hedges. Ish. It's been a while since I've felt like this helpless and lost on a guess. I don't know where to guess. This could be really bad. I guess I'll go like Nashville because I don't know. North Carolina. That could have been a lot worse. I feel like I can't complain about 2.4K after just having no idea where that could have been. So, yeah, all right. Well, shaky round 1, but not catastrophic. On to round 2. Route 24. Hint of blue on the back plates. Could this be like Iowa then, maybe? That's a little bit too blue. That feels like Illinois. Well, we can look for a Route 24. I don't want tunnel vision on this too much because maybe there's more information that I haven't seen yet. So I'll just take a quick peek for a 24. Not seeing it immediately. All right, let me spin around again. Can't really make out what that says. Oh, does that say Illinois 57? Because I think Illinois state roads will say Illinois on them. So Illinois 57 as well as Route 24, presumably. I should really be using my time tunnel visioning on those two pieces of information. What is this? Does this say anything? Not really. Hilding Auto Body. All right. Route 24. That's the first thing I need to find. Route 24, presumably in Illinois. Put down a marker right now just in case. I always like to do that. Like, yeah, just in case my computer crashes or something. All right, so Route 24, and it was like State Road 57. Route 24 should be the thing that's easier to find. Okay, 24. Could this just be Peoria, maybe? Yeah, State Road 57, presumably. We're facing north. Does the 24... Where else did the 24 go? I didn't give myself enough time. I don't see a 57 immediately. I'll keep my marker where it is. Where was it? Okay, it was way over there. Yeah, that was probably an easy 5K. And I just didn't give myself enough time to fully follow where the 24 goes and where it could intersect with a... Yep, there's the 57. Yeah, that was totally 5K-able. That's unfortunate. Like, 4K is fine, but this is already shaping up to be a mediocre round, so... On to round 3. Very blue on the front plate. Is there a hint of red in the top left corner? It does not appear so. So my first thought was Texas, but... If the plates are this blue, I feel like it has to be Connecticut. public notice. I can't read the rest of that. Okay. For the license plate to be this blue, it has to be Connecticut, right? Illinois also has blue plates, but they're not the same. Like, that just has to be a Connecticut plate. This doesn't really feel like Connecticut to me, though. That doesn't feel like a Connecticut plate, but I don't know what it does feel like. Front plates, that doesn't... You know, it's kind of to be expected. Dude, this does not feel like Connecticut. Do I not know what Connecticut looks like? Is this Illinois? This has to be Connecticut. The plates are so blue, man. These Illinois plates, I don't know how to concisely like explain the difference, but they don't look like this. They don't look that blue with like pure white on the bottom. Or maybe they do and I just don't know. It feels more like Illinois. That's the problem. It feels more like Illinois than Connecticut. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. But it has to be Connecticut because the license plates are just so blue. Oh, it was. Okay. Everything is okay. That was scary. I was fully preparing to see, oh, you got 1,000 points because it was in Illinois. And it was I got it right. Okay, well, that could have been bad. Take that 4.9k and move on to round 4. All right, Oklahoma. Yes, that's an Oklahoma meta, where it has the 3 little numbers on the back of stop signs. That is an Oklahoma meta. I do not know what the numbers mean. I just know that they're a thing in Oklahoma. Fire danger. Today is high, apparently. Any other clues? That would be cool. Or should I just put it smack dab in the middle of Oklahoma? That says Highway 40. Okay. That is a clue. Alright, now let me tunnel vision for a Highway 40 running north-south in Oklahoma. Now, would it be a state road, or would it be a route? This would have to be a state road, I think. It is 40, right? Oh, man. I'm wasting time. That looks like a 40 to me. Where do I think this would be in the state at first glance? Maybe like eastern half, kind of central. Looking for a 40, presumably a state road 40 running north-south. See, I don't want to zoom in too much just in case I can see it from a distance. 30 seconds. 48. Is there a chance it's 48? That looks like 40. I mean, I guess I'll put my marker there just in case. Now I'm looking too far east. I'm looking at the parts that are like too hilly. Let me look a little bit more west for a 40 running north-south. 50. I saw 50. That's not 40. Oh, wow. It was 48, apparently. Okay, so that was a pretty good guess. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. Alright. Yeah, I'll take that. That was pretty good. Final round. Okay. This is Illinois blue. Where there's a hint of like brownish in the bottom left corner. Gilbert Villegas. Maybe something that could be helpful, but yeah, this is Illinois blue. So this feels like it would be the Chicago area. Any evidence to the contrary, or anything that give me more specific. I mean, yeah, if it's just the Chicago area, maybe I should look for, what was it? Maybe there's a town called Gilbert. Maybe. Taking a quick peek for that. Yeah, I gotta zoom in a bit to see more, because it's not popping up. I also feel like this might be like more northern as opposed to southern part of Chicago. Ooh, also, that is not... Wait, alright. Let me keep looking. I do think this would be more northern. So, 30 seconds, I'll try to explain stuff more after I place my guess. But I would be inclined to think this is northern. I'll explain why in a minute. It's like a... I mean, this is kind of all I have to go on. I don't want to guess too far north. Not seeing a place called like Gilbert or anything. I'll leave my marker where it is. Okay, I guess too far north. Alright. Was that findable? No. Alright. Something I did see on that round that I want to draw attention to. So, I mentioned at one point that, oh man, I didn't upload season 7 because, you know, I was out of town, it came at an inconvenient time. So yeah, I was out of town in Chicago and Milwaukee. Whenever I'm out of town, away from home, I try to like memorize area codes of where I'm going and look for anything that could give me an advantage in GeoGuessr. And something I noticed when driving from Chicago to Milwaukee. Where'd it go? Yes, this. Yellow poles. I haven't seen yellow poles anywhere else in the country consistently, but consistently on that drive from Chicago to Milwaukee, yellow poles were everywhere. Now granted, this stop sign is not a yellow pole, but just seeing a yellow pole and this no parking sign, that like further solidified in my mind. This is Chicago, and it's probably a northern part. Granted, it was not as far north as I was thinking. I definitely went too far north of that guess. But like I said, I had never seen that before anywhere else in the country. If I see yellow poles, I am guessing somewhere between, because I think it was only on the Illinois side too. I didn't notice it on the Wisconsin side. So yeah, I wanted to guess in a place that kind of hedged as best as I could with where I thought it would make sense. And well, I went a little too far north, but 4.8 is still good. So let's see, where does that put me on the week? Okay, that was actually a really good score. Yeah, 21.1. But yeah, where does it put me? 9th out of... Okay, only 23 people have done this so far, which is surprising for Saturday night. All right, round 1. This was the one where, yeah, I had no idea. Apparently a few people picked up on the whole North Carolina thing. I most certainly did not. We even had a 5K on this one. Yeah, wow. So 7 people got the state right, including, yeah, 1 5K. And yeah, that was just a really tough one. Round 2. All right, how many 5Ks were there? Probably a good number. Yep, 1, 2, 3, and I'm not sure if these are 5Ks or not, but yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 people got like the immediate area. How many other people guessed with me in Peoria? A handful, yeah. Yeah, I guess it wasn't a free 5K, but yeah, a lot of people. 5K that one. Round 3. Okay, yeah, a couple people in Illinois. Seems like most people knew the license plate. So 16 people getting Connecticut. All right. Round 4. Oklahoma. Yep, that one, Oklahoma meta. See, I guess that sign did... It must have said 48 as opposed to 40. And where I guessed... I could have guessed in a better spot. Well, I guess it wasn't a bad spot, but it was pretty clearly... The road was clearly running north-south, so I probably should have guessed somewhere along this stretch. Is it just the 1 5K? Yeah, just 1 5K. So far, anyway. And round 5. Yep. A lot of people in Chicago. Alright, so week 3 is far from over. Still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 people remaining, 12 people remaining to play because I can't count. Now, where things currently stand, I don't like our odds. We are down by about 12K. Both teams still have a player left to go. So that's not looking so great. Wisconsin has a little bit of an advantage over Sacramento right now. Colorado and Pittsburgh, they've only had like 3 players play in total. Sioux Falls is up by about 40k, so the 2 guys remaining on Minnesota would have to score about, what, 20k each to win? So that one's still up in the air. Only, was that, is that right? Only 5Ks in total? I guess, because round 2, that was the one in Illinois where it had, like, yeah, was it Route 24 or something like that in State Road 57? I was thinking, like, oh, that sounds like a free 5K. I guess only 3 people have 5K'd it so far. Wow, actually, yeah, 4 of the 5Ks so far have been for New Orleans. They still have a player to play and they have 68K. Yeah, I really don't like our chances this week. So we're probably going to follow the 1 and 2. And our points... oh, this already takes this week into account with the points and stuff. Let me fix that. Okay, so, like I said, we're probably going to follow the 1 and 2. Our points for right now is... that's not great. Yeah, we're probably going to follow the 1 and 2. And we've got a lot less points for a potential points tiebreaker. So, not looking great right now. As for the minor leagues... right, so we don't have stats for week 3 of the minor leagues yet, but this is just through the first 2 weeks. So our minor league affiliate, Salt Lake City. I guess they're about middle of the pack right now. Okay, so staring at the standings has made me realize that these numbers are not right. Alright, that's a bit more like it. So apparently, Sacramento's minor league team is averaging 20.8k in their 4 games. A small sample size, but that's a lot. Ah, that would explain why. They've got a player who is averaging, 22.7. Oh no! And Sacramento's highest scoring major league player is all the way down at 19. All right, not gonna lie. I think I was like going somewhere with this, like talking about the league leaders in majors and minors. But then I totally got distracted for like 10 minutes and have completely lost my train of thought. Right, so we're probably cooked this week, but we'll see. I was about to be like, oh man, we're the 4th highest scorers right now, but yeah, the week's not complete, so that would explain why. Right, so, hopefully we start turning things around next couple of weeks. There's only 5 weeks in the season, so there's not much time to turn it around. We'd probably have to win week 4 and week 5 to have a realistic shot at playoffs, if I had to guess, but yeah, so we'll see how that goes. See y'all next week.